What if I told you that there is a way to make anyone think about you and be so obsessed with you, they're constantly calling you, texting you, and wanting to see you without you doing anything? Without you having to message first, without you having to tell them that you want to see them, just you being at home or doing whatever you want. They just come to you because they are obsessed with you. Imagine your SB suddenly has this urge to message you, to contact you, to plan a date with you, to see you, even if you are in no contact. And they just have no idea why this is happening, even if they are the most stubborn person in the whole world. That is the power of thought transmission. And in this video, I am going to tell you exactly how to do it so they become absolutely obsessed with you. If you are new here, I am Alex. I am the manifestation coach that brings you all the results by combining the law of assumption with tapping. So get ready to start seeing all of the movement and all of your manifestations happen. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos, and let's talk about thought transmission. So what exactly is thought transmission? Thought transmission is something that Neville Goddard used to talk about in all of his lectures and his books, and it is the concept that everyone is connected. We are all one, so all of your thoughts are always reaching out to other people. That is why when you wake up in a bad mood and you're like, nothing is going my way today, suddenly everybody is kind of reacting to that. And then you will have a rude person down the street, and then the train that you take every morning is going to leave without you, and all of these things are just going to happen because you are basically feeding to the consciousness, to the whole world around you, the thought that nothing works out for you. The same thing happens on the other side. If you are constantly telling yourself that everything is working out for you, you start seeing the synchronicities that are happening in your life where everything is just working out. And if you truly believe that everything is always working out for you, even when the external world is just showing you something that you don't want, you are still in the mindset and the belief that everything works out for you. So you don't linger on that, you don't spiral from that thing, and you keep putting into the world and into this one consciousness that everything is working out for you. Because your thoughts are energy. So when it comes to your SB, if you are putting in that exact thought of like, they want me, they already thinking about me, they are obsessed about me, they want to see me, they want to call me, they are already calling me, that is the thought that your SB is going to be getting. Imagine all the times that you have thought about a friend and suddenly they call you or they text you the next day. Happens all the time, right? It's because you are connected with them, you're connected with everyone. However, on the flip side, whenever you are doubting that maybe they don't like me, maybe they don't want to be with me, maybe they don't care about me, you are creating like a barrier that stops them from reaching out to you. They then start feeling that doubt. They then start thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't message them. I don't know how I feel about them. And that's when things just stop. So if you're feeling anxious and you are there noticing that they haven't messaged you, you basically sending this message of like, they haven't messaged, they never message. So guess what your SB is going to do? He's not going to message. However, if you are in your confident energy of like, of course they are going to message because they are so obsessed with me because I am so great, that's when they are going to reach out. So how do you actually get them to be obsessed with you? You first have to step into that stage of the wish fulfilled. You have some tapping videos as well to help you get there. If you are struggling with any emotion that comes up around this, it really helps to tap to get into the wish fulfilled. But you first have to be in that wish fulfilled. You first have to believe that of course they are obsessed with you. If you are instead in this energy and this thought, if you have an assumption about them, that they are distant, that they are too stubborn, that they are never going to do this, that they are avoidance, then that's exactly what you're going to be manifesting. That's the thoughts that they are going to be thinking about because they are getting them from you, so they are not going to reach out. Especially with the whole, oh, they are avoidance, they are so cold, they are not emotionally available, all of that, whatever you assume is going to be the truth. So if you are assuming that, well, they are not emotionally available, so they are never going to reach out, guess what? That's what's going to happen in the 3D. So change those assumptions. Be in the wish fulfilled, where they are already emotionally available, where they are already obsessed with you. Be in that energy. What does that feel like? What does that look like? What are you saying to yourself when you are in that wish fulfilled? Then close your eyes and visualize it. This maybe is visualizing that they are messaging you, or visualizing that they are in front of you saying, I can't stop thinking about you, I love you, or I would love to see you, anything like that. See it as if it was the truth. Neville Goddard always said that you create your reality first in your imagination. So create this in your imagination. See yourself putting those thoughts in them. Some people like the whisper method, where you imagine that their face is in front of you and you kind of whisper in the ear, you are madly in love with me, you can't wait to see me, you are planning a date with me, anything like that, but see it. And if you can, add the emotion to it, add the feeling to it. Again, like Neville Goddard said, feeling is the key. The more you can feel it in your body of like, yes, this is my reality, this is true, sometimes you will feel the joy, the excitement that, oh my God, they messaged me and we are now dating, they've said they love me, they said they are obsessed with me. All of that helps amplify it. It also helps the subconscious really believe that that has already happened. And when the subconscious is on board and thinks, yes, this is the reality, it is going to be finding paths to create more of that. So in that bridge of incident, you are then going to start seeing all of the movement to your SB saying, I am absolutely obsessed with you. But then the third step, and this is so important, is detaching. The more you are obsessed about checking if they have already messaged you, or if they have said that they are obsessed with you, or they have asked you out on a date, the more you basically is telling your subconscious that whatever you saw, whatever you imagine, hasn't happened, that it wasn't true. So then you're going to be creating the exact same thing again. That you don't have it, that they don't message, that they don't say those things to you. So once you have imagined it, and you can do that multiple times, but once you have done it, detach from it. Don't be all day checking your phone, checking to see if they have liked your stories or anything. Just know that they have received those thoughts. Just know that they are already obsessed with you, that of course they're going to be reaching out. The moment you doubt that your thoughts were put in their head, the more you create a resistance and like a barrier. Like one of those tinfoil hats that we saw a lot of in the 90s for alien transmissions. It's the same thing. You have doubt and you create doubt in their mind. They maybe had a thought, oh, I'll message them after work, but then you started doubting throughout the day, so then he's forgotten about that. Trust that they are already thinking about you and just rest in the certainty that the magic is going to happen. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to reach out. You don't need to keep doing all of the different techniques. If you have an anxiety coming up, if you can't fully detach, I highly recommend doing tapping around this. Again, you have a few tap alongs inside of the channel to let go of that anxiety, but stay in the wish fulfilled. Stay in your trust that you are magical and the magic is happening. So what signs can you see in the 3D world that means that this is coming for you? You are probably going to start seeing their name everywhere, songs that remind you of them, maybe it's like a song that you have with them or their favorite song. You might also see people that are related to both of you, so like friends in common, or someone mentions that they were talking about you. Things like that are big signs that the movement is happening behind the scenes. So just trust it, take it in and be like, yes, this is working. This is all happening for me. And then when they finally reach out, it might be that it is half of what you have put in their minds. So let's say, for example, that you have put this thought transmission into their head about them saying that they are madly in love with you. But then they come up to you and they just say, hey, how is your day? Or they ask you if you want to do something, but there is no love declaration happening just yet. It's all happening in the background. So you don't panic, You just stay again in the certainty that everything is always working out for you. You are building the momentum. It is all magically happening. Just keep telling yourself, of course they are obsessed with me. There is no other way that they couldn't be obsessed with me, because I am worth obsessing over, because I am amazing. I am incredible. I have this quality and this quality and this reason why they are obsessed with me. They will be. They already are. Just believe it. Just be in that certainty. And if it doesn't happen 100% and only 20%, 50% or 60%, but not the whole 100%, stay with it. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. Just stay in that certainty. You can also test it if you want with like a friend. Put in that thought on them of, tomorrow you are going to be wearing a blue shirt, and let yourself see that happen in the 3D. Maybe just getting your recipe to be obsessed with you is a bit far-fetched right now. Test it out with other things. Test it that someone is going to give you free coffee today. Put in someone's head that tomorrow they're going to be wearing this thing, that this song is going to come up on the radio. Imagine that you're putting that thought onto the radio DJ. It's always working. If you want to test it with small things, do that, but it's always working. So let me know if you try it. What are you manifesting? What thoughts are you transmitting into the world? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to know about signs, those birds before land, watch this video that is all about the signs to watch out before your manifestation comes to full fruition. And I will see you in another video.